Okay, hello everyone. Claude Diamond here in unbelievably beautiful San Diego. I am a transplanted New York, no kidding, New Jersey boy, and I moved to California, I think 35 years ago. I love California. I think it's one of the best places in the world. Hello, Max. Welcome aboard. Um, I'm just good to see you, my friend. I'm just telling everybody this is a live broadcast. We're live streaming. Yay. And it's also Beer with Claude. And I've been drinking a lot of IPAs and things today. What's your favorite beer, Maximo?
I'd say mine would have to be like the IPAs, that type of beer. Yeah, today I've actually just landed in the airport here in Mexico a few minutes ago. So I have to step into this restaurant just to join you guys, and I have to get myself a little something.
Salud, mi amigo.
Salud.
Buena suerte.
Igual.
Oh, yeah, baby. Best tequila ever. What's your favorite tequila?
I'm more of a mezcal.
You like the little worm, huh?
It's a little more sweet. It's not as you don't get a hangover like you do with tequila.
Mezcal is let me use a word. It's more earthy. I love mezcal, but it's it has you taste the earth in mezcal. You taste the country.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
It's a little more earthy tone. Yeah, absolutely. I would agree.
I do. I love tequila, and this is you can disagree with me here. I've had Patron, I've had Azul. It's like $100 a bottle. Azul tequila. You know, the beautiful bottle. It's ceramic.
Oh yeah,
it's $150 now. I've had great tequilas. I love tequila.
There's definitely qualities to it. Absolutely.
If I had a choice between a very expensive Scotch and a tequila, it depends. I would say I'm going to go to the tequila. I love Scotch, blended Scotch, but I like good tequila. And I think the best tequilas are the cheap tequilas. Disagree with me.
Okay. Right.
Claudia, I'm going to get my wife to get the bottle. Tres Hermanos, Three Brothers.
Oh, yes.
It's cheap. That is a cheap tequila.
It's accessible, right?
It's accessible, but it's very smooth. You know, you get some of these expensive tequilas. I mean, they're good. Patron is
right?
Patron is good, but it's a little bottle's $40 now, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. What are you doing in Mexico? What's happening?
So I have family out here, and my family, my father, he's finally building his home after 40 plus years over in the States. Yeah, and I'm very proud of him. You know, he's actually
Salud, Papi.
Salud. Yeah, he's actually just on the side here running a couple of errands. But yeah, definitely just here visiting family. And
you're a good man. You're a good man. You support your family. You're cheering your father. That shows character. Good man.
Try.
You do it. That's family's important.
Oh, absolutely crucial.
I bet they're very proud of you.
You know, we've gone through a lot as family. You know, a lot, as every family has. Yeah. So
every family has bullshit.
You know, and it's like we say, it's part of what builds character. So absolutely, you know, it's together we make it happen.
I think one of the key integral parts of success is familia.
Very, very, very crucial.
You get in trouble, you need money, you need a pat on the back, you need a hug. Who are you going to go to? Old girlfriends?
No, you go to your family, your cousins, you know, people you spend your life, you grew up with, basically.
I really believe that. I'm not trying to be corny or romantic here. I really think a key to success for a lot of people is having a family behind them. I really believe in that.
Yeah, support.
all families. My family was immigrants, and they came to this country. They didn't speak the language, same story of millions of other people. And first thing my father did, he opened up a grocery store, bodega.
Ooh, check it.
Little grocery. Worked 8 days a week. Never took a day off. Took one day off after years and years. He took one day off every 2 weeks on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And I would.
Sorry,
I was saying, my father worked very hard, and at the time, you want your father around, throw the ball around, kick the ball, soccer, and he was never there, and you don't understand that when you're a child.
I mean, I can say I went through that because, again, my father is the type that was working Saturday and sometimes Sunday. And same with my mother, cleaning homes. Their work was a lot, but it was on the weekends, So it's something that.
What wonderful parents! What wonderful parents you have. And you didn't understand it when you were a niño, a little one.
Really, no.
You didn't. I mean, but today you respect it.
Very much so. Very much so.
Good. There's so much to be learned about parents who work so hard and give so much. And when we're small, we don't understand why they're always gone, or why they come home tired or grumpy. My father came home, he was tired. He was, and he, if you made too much noise or something, he was tired. He worked his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. So I respect hard work.
Likewise.
I really do. So nice. You're going back home. What part of Mexico?
We're here in Querétaro, which is like the center part. We're just above Mexico, the state of Mexico, Querétaro.
What, it's not called a county. What province? What do you call the sections of Mexico? States?
So it's the state of Querétaro.
Okay.
And we are from the little province or little community called Ameyalco, which is an indigenous community. Still very much indigenous. People still speak the language, dress alike. It's very much what influenced Otomi or even Nahuatl, like the Aztec language. So it's got a lot of history just because of the location. We're in that kind of smack center of the country, if you will.
How great is it to go back home and have the food you love?
That's what we're talking about on the way here. Yeah.
How great is your mom cooking up like a ton of food, or are you going out to your favorite places? Or
the thing is, like, people out here have what we call sazon, which is like the seasoning, right? The right seasoning, and it's just it's a flavor that you kind of miss, right? And yeah, I mean, just out here, you go out in a little stand, and the stand, it could be pretty good. It can be a good food. But we also have our family who cooks, and that's always appreciated. The welcoming dinner, as we say.
What is the best traditional dish of your area? The food that everybody comes for?
We have what's called mole. Mole.
Yeah, chocolate.
Yes, correct. Chocolate spicy sauce. And that's the traditional here. You find it different flavors throughout the country. If you're in the south, it's a little more sweet. If you're in the north, it's more spicy. We're in the middle center of the country, so we almost have the blend, right? The balance of both. But that's definitely what it's known for is turkey mole, not just chicken or anything. It's a turkey mole.
Turkey mole, chocolate turkey.
Yes.
Oh my God. Mexico is the only, it comes from the Aztecs, right? The mole?
It's a blend. I mean, there's like the Olmec people, there was the Aztecs, correct. So yeah, it's a blend of cultures. It's a blend.
And nobody cooks with mole, with chocolate, except for Mexico. Nobody does. This is very indigenous of the Mexican culture, isn't it?
Right. The cacao is just something that's accessible here. You can find it. It was traded all along the southern part of Guerrero. It's a plant that grows. So it was actually used as monetary trading. I mean, essentially it was used as currency at one point, the cacao.
Only rich people had chocolate at one time.
Right. Mm-hmm. that was exactly noble. A noble wood.
Wonderful. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I have I was going to show a keynote, a PowerPoint presentation that I put together. I'm a big believer in making up slides. When I get an idea, when I got to do a speaking engagement, I put together slides, a PowerPoint, and I work on it a little every other day. And I've got a speaking engagement in San Diego. You're in Escondido, right?
I'm booked. I'm already on the calendar.
Oh, good man. Good. This is kind of what I show when I do it. I only speak for 45 to 60 minutes. I keep it very short and very fast moving. And I always set up a keynote or a PowerPoint presentation. I'm an Apple guy. I love Keynote. It makes you get an idea or a thought or a presentation. It makes it so easy to set up. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, and just a quick note, part of what sold me to, obviously your content is bar to none, but one of the things that really drew me to was the fact that you had mind maps. And I really, mind maps are the way to really show, because you can really grasp how it's all put together. It's connected. Mind maps, to me, really lay out, the processes and everything. And
I love mind maps. Between Tequila and mind maps, man, we're having a bro fest here. I'm telling you, I love mind maps because I get an idea. I can write a lot of notes. I do a lot of little notes and things, but if I throw it on a mind map and I save it in the cloud, and then I can go back to it all the time. And my mind maps, it's something about looking at a simple picture which is an outline with little pictures within it.
Correct.
And here, let me see if I think I have a mind map here. Let me see if I have one of my mind here. Here's one of my mind maps. I'm gonna share the screen with you here. It's so quiet where you are. That's a quiet. Are you in a bar or restaurant or whatever?
Yeah, I'm in I chose a restaurant that's not populated right now because I don't want to have too much noise, even though there's music playing. I chose a restaurant that's kind of tucked away in the corner.
It's so quiet. It's nice, and you're broadcast. I get guys down the street, and they don't have a good enough Wi-Fi internet connection to do Zoom. And you're like you're pretty far. You're at least 400 or 500 miles away.
Yeah, I think it's so I do have the service where I have a phone out here. So when I come out to Mexico, I just use the towers, and it's part of my service.
Okay.
So yeah, that's part of it. Reason, and I'm in the airport right now. So
which
I have
which airport? Tijuana, Limburg?
We're in Querétaro.
Okay, you're there. Oh, you're waiting to get picked up?
Yeah, correct. I just landed. And I rushed out here. Just catch the call.
Okay. Let me buy you another tequila. I'll send you a PayPal. You don't want to be too happy going home to mom and dad, right?
I mean, I've already started, so it's a Saturday.
Okay. One more. Una más. Salud.
Salud. More life.
Yeah. Good tequila. It's so nice. And I got to get a bottle of mezcal. Can you get mezcal still in the Estados Unidos?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Without the worm though. No worm.
That's a tough one. I've only found it in one place out in North County, San Diego.
Yeah.
But I'm sure looking around, there's a high enough demand for it that it should be, available in the US.
With the worm.
Yeah, with the worm.
That's the only product I can think of where you're allowed to have a worm in your food, right?
Correct.
You've got it. I've heard of tequila or mezcal with rattlesnakes in it.
You know what? I vaguely remember seeing something like that. scorpions and just kind of random.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's amazing. Here, let me share something with you for 1 second. You're seeing here's like a mind map that I use. Can you see the screen?
correct. Yes.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite, how to not sound like a salesperson. So every time I get an idea, this is a way to open up on the phone call with somebody. You know, when I'm talking to a total stranger, you heard me the other day, I think, you know, if you sound like a typical sales guy, hi, can I have a minute of your time? No, click. Okay. These are the psychological, emotional trigger pattern interrupts that I use. And I made a whole mind map of it. I'll be glad to send this to you if you don't have it.
I did get it from you.
Okay, good.
We went over this.
Here's like my I have your number in front of me. You know, hi Maximo, how do you spell your name? With an X, 2 X's or 1, or Tony with 1 N or 2? Oh, hi, you probably don't remember me, do you? Why am I calling you? I have the paperwork right in front of me and ready. Would you like to proceed? Can you imagine getting someone calling you up? Hello, I have the paperwork in front of me. Would you like to proceed? Very abrupt, very pat. What would you say to somebody who calls you up like that out of nowhere and says, Maximo, ring, ring?
This is Max speaking.
Hey, Max, Claude here. I got the paperwork in front of me here. How would you like to proceed?
Apologize. What's this in regards to?
No lo sé. I said, I don't know. What paperwork? Who are you? What are you talking about? I got my foot in the door now.
Yes.
I have a contract in front of me. I have a check in front of me. I'd like to make you an offer today, sir.
Because essentially I'm engaging at that point.
Yes. Oh, good word. Better. Oh, I got to write that down. You're engaging. Thank you. That's a great word. If you call somebody up with a closed-ended question that they've heard forever, you're going to get 100% rejection. I hate guru bullshit. You know, I'm going to call them up. Hi, how are you today? I know you're busy. Could I have a minute of your time? You're going to get dumped on, man.
Yeah, I mean, we all have heard that before.
We've all heard that before, and it's dinner time, and you got a nice dinner. You got a nice roast coming out of the oven and mashed potatoes and everything, and it's hot, and and you're sitting down, and then the phone rings, and you hear this garbage. What are you going to do?
I mean, I want to get off the phone as soon as possible at that point.
Yeah. You're just going to get off. You're going to hang up. No, thanks. Take me off your list. I'll think about it. I'll talk to my pet rock. Right. And the thing is, when you're making calls all day long and you're getting that kind of rejection, you're going to quit. You're not going to stay with that. So here's my favorite little mind map. You know, hi, Rebecca, we spoke last year. I have a solution for you. A new one I heard today. I think I'm going to put it on this list, which is great. Hi, Max, are you in the mood for a cold call? He said, I make cold calls because I have seriously, you know, and you might laugh. If I can get you to laugh, I've got a shot. Hey, Claude, could you bring up that bottle of tequila that I have in the closet there? The one I want to show Maximo's in Mexico and we were talking about tequila. I want to show him the bottle I love. Yeah. Oh, 100 años.
Yeah.
100. It is so good and it is so cheap. If you don't like it, you can tell me. If you think that's garbage, you know.
No, I do. I actually have had it, and so I'm definitely on board.
Thank you, sweetie. He's in Mexico visiting his mom and dad. His dad's building his first home in 35 years.
After 35 years in the U.S.
And he's visiting his mom and dad to celebrate it. Isn't that sweet?
Very nice.
Isn't that sweet? Yeah. This is the. I think this is fantastic. You can get this in Tijuana, and I'll tell you what, it is smooth as silk, as a baby's bottom. And I don't think it costs more than $15.
Now I'm wondering, where is that produced? I'm curious.
It's a reposado. And gonna
Oaxaca. Most likely Oaxaca.
have to get it out. Jalisco.
Jalisco.
No, let me see. Origin, La Hacienda, La Presencia, and Tequila, Jalisco.
Jalisco. Very most likely, yes. Jalisco is tequila land.
It is tequila land. This might be Patron, and they make too much, and they sell it to 100 años, maybe.
Ooh, I see.
That's good. And look at the color. It's beautiful.
It's almost see-through.
Yeah. I like the Patron is almost white, blanco.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I heard opener. I was checking in some calls, some live calls. I just like to listen into live calls from people in the industry, and I heard a line where he used. I think it was like, I probably caught you about a time, didn't I? I don't know if you heard that line. What do you
heard that? Here's my problem. Every day, tell me if I'm wrong. I welcome disagreement. Every day I get text, emails, and robocalls on my phone. Every day I get shit. Okay, so somebody comes up to me and asks me a closed-ended question, a yes/no answer.
Yes.
I'm already raising the drawbridge. I think people are very cautious today. True or false?
True, correct.
So go ahead, call me up like that. Ring, ring. Hello, this is Claude.
Hi, Mr. Diamond. I probably caught you a bad time, didn't I?
You really did, man. I'm drinking tequila with my friend Max. Can you call me? What's this about?
So this is in regards to some real estate that you have.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're one of those. Call me next week, okay? Bye-bye.
I see what I did. I laid out I gave it away too early right there. I essentially.
You've only got seconds. Microseconds, nanoseconds. If they sense in a second you're an uninvited guest. You're calling off a list, you don't know who they are, what they're about, and you're calling up without any and they don't recognize the phone number or your voice. You're dead.
Yeah,
you're dead.
Cold.
Cold. Listen, I don't mind cold calls, but can I convert that cold call to a possible warm call? I'd rather do warm calls all day long. And my whole Guts marketing method is based on warm calls. I love warm calls because even if they say no, I don't have whip marks on my back. I don't get the shit. I'm sensitive. Okay. I'm the guy who invented Boohoo tissues.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody else. I'm surprised Grant Cardone hasn't copied me yet. Okay. Okay. And when I get too much rejection, I don't want to make any more phone calls. I'm just being as honest as I could possibly, as transparent. If you tell me on Monday morning, I have to make 100 phone calls and 100 people are going to hate me, reject me, hang up the phone on me. How do you do that, man?
I mean, ultimately, one has to pay attention to what one can improve and learn from it. That's the only thing you can do. Essentially, just learn from that. Use it as a learning scenario case.
It's just to me. I want to enjoy. I love what I do. I'm never going to retire. Okay, I love what I do. I've made enough money for a couple lifetimes already. It's not about the money anymore. And I respect money. I just love what I'm doing because I have nice conversations with people all over the world. But the conversations I have are respectful. They're mutual. I don't want to call up people and bother them. To me, that's insanity. So if I'm going to make cold calls, I better have a better opener than some of the traditional bullshit. Okay. I've got to have better openers. with
I
people.
noticed that. Apologies to interrupt there, but I did notice that when I started implementing some of the guts methods, immediately the prospects, it almost felt like they wanted to keep in touch themselves. Like they wanted to keep in touch, right? Like, hey, let me get your number. Let me, get back to you. And I felt that immediate difference because of that nurturing, right? Because of
Nurture, good word. Stroke
the
and
stroke.
nurture and empathy.
I definitely felt the response from the prospects using the guts method versus not. Versus not using it, I felt like I was intruding. Versus guts method, I feel like I am the solving the problem. I am there. And I really like the doctor mythology because me coming from a cell phone repair technician, that's how I approach repairs, right? They would come in and I would have to diagnose the situation. And the guts method really, really lays it out in a format that is, to me, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. You get somebody who comes in for a cell phone repair and you say, I can repair this phone, get it up and running, but it's going to cost you $150.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know what you charge. And somebody says, wow, I didn't know I was going to spend that much. You're right, sir. It's a lot of money. How do you defend that when they know they can go to somebody who won't do as good a job, maybe offer a guarantee, offer accountability and service? If you see, I have nothing against a higher price if I get value. I don't want the cheapest plumber in town. I want a good plumber with a fair price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some people always are looking for price, but you get what you pay for in life, don't you?
Yeah, that's proved over and over and over.
So if you get do you ever get someone who says, wow, that's a lot of money my phone, $150. Wow. I don't know if that's a normal price or low or high. I'm just making it up.
It's actually, it's about the average. Yeah.
Okay. So in a role play, guts style, if I go to you and I say, wow, $150, let me think about that for a while. How do you respond?
At this point, I would imagine.
How would the amateur guy respond?
I totally agree. I mean, this is a price that's not accessible. It's a price that it can be steep for many people. But I mean, think about it. If your phone is what's keeping you connected to your family, it's the people that you are. Imagine if you have a phone call that is very important for business, and all of a sudden you're not able to meet that call. Are you going to miss out on? What's that word? What's that going to do to your bottom line?
When you put about it, my wife's home alone with the 3 kids. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi there. Do you know Max?
Hi, Max. I know I've seen you from the classes. Are you enjoying it?
Max is he's visiting his parents in Mexico right now.
Oh, wow. What part of Mexico?
We're in Querétaro.
Where?
Querétaro, which is north the state of Mexico. We're in like the middle of the country.
Okay.
And they have really good tequila there because that's what we've been drinking tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a tequila night, Flushing Bride.
Oh my gosh, I don't have my tequila out right now. Darn, I'll have to do that tonight. We went to see the Batman
What is your favorite
movie.
Tequila?
I don't know if I know a brand, but do you remember in Normal Heights, there used to be that tequila bar in that Mexican restaurant on the corner of 32nd? That was the bar. And I had a property out that way. And we used to go into that bar, and that barman knew tequila like the back of his hand. He poured us all kinds of wonderful tequilas.
Oh, great
quite
tequila.
Peppery. They're quite peppery, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the name? The best tequila I've ever had. I got to look it up now while you guys are talking. It was Azul, a blue.
Okay. Oh, wow.
It was very expensive. And it was the best tequila I've ever, it was, you knew you were drinking something special.
When it's really good, it's so delicious. Yeah. Yeah. We just saw the Batman movie, the new Batman movie.
Give us a review.
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, it was long, but
Was it better than Michael Keaton's Batman?
Oh,
That Michael Keaton, I'm going to get in trouble here. Michael Keaton was the best Batman ever.
yeah.
And he wasn't a big guy. He had the bodysuit armor on and everything. But the way he played that role, Batman.
Yeah.
Even the way he said his name.
Yeah. I don't know if it was that good, but it was really good. And it was almost 3 hours. And for me to sit still for 3 hours, that's almost unheard of. And I sat there, I was riveted to the screen. So that's
okay. So you're giving it 4 stars, 5 stars. How many?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll give it 4.5, 4 3/4 stars. It was maybe a little bit long, but I didn't feel that. I thought it was excellent.
Wow. And that just came out. That just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's brand new out. So it was good. It was really good.
Let me share my screen with you guys.
Okay.
Word of the day, engaged. It had you engaged.
Yes, it did have me engaged, and I am engaged.
This is a Clase Azul Reposado tequila. This is the best tequila I have, and you can spend $150 a bottle here.
Wow.
And it's actually known for the design.
But the bottle, look at this bottle. Tell me this isn't beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever tried this?
I have never tried that. That is so nice.
It's Azul blue, and it's a Reposado, and it is an amazing tequila.
The best margaritas I had were I was visiting some friends in Los Angeles, and it was made with a really good quality tequila and freshly squeezed limes. None of that mixer. And then I think they sweeten it. What did they sweeten it with?
Like chili powder, perhaps?
Is it like a liqueur though as well? Like, don't they put it like is it Kirsch or something?
Kirsch, Danish liquor, isn't it?
Okay.
Or something sweet, like it's like a sweet liqueur that they just put a dash of it in, and it's really good. So I don't know, but you probably know more about a good margarita than Claude and I do. I don't know.
I love that Azul tequila. It's fantastic. Best. Okay, I'm going to be very politically incorrect now. Best Gringo tequila.
Yeah.
What is the best Gringo? Jose Cuervo Blue.
Okay. I think I've heard. Oh, hold on. Greg's up on the roof.
Jose Cuervo Blue. It's not expensive, and it's pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, it's still a mixer tequila, but you can drink it straight too. It's that good. What do you think, Alex Bullion? What do you think?
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
It sounds like I didn't miss anything. We're talking about booze.
Salute, my friend.
Here's my shard.
Good man.
Chardonnay.
You're like my wife loves Chardonnay. Best Chardonnay out there. Do you know what it is?
A lot of people say French.
Write this down. It's amazing.
Okay.
Butter. Butter. It's called Butter. It's from a California vineyard. It's $17 regular, $12, $13 on sales, sometimes in bonds. And it's the best Chardonnay you'll ever have in your life.
But okay, Butter, but is that the name of the brand?
The vineyard, I think, is called Jam, Jam. Claudia?
That's a good point.
Is it called? What's the vineyard's name? Oh, here it is.
Hold on, David. I'm putting you on speaker. Say hi to Dad.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, cool. I think I've had that before.
Here, our son's on the phone. Everybody say hi, David.
Hi, David.
What's going on?
He said hello.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
I think I had that before.
This is real, and this is the best cheap tequila. I think it tastes like expensive tequila, and very inexpensive. And Jose Cuervo Blue, very good. I never liked regular Jose Cuervo, but somebody gave me the bottle blue. It's a little more. I think it's more up $20 or something, $25, and it's pretty good. Definitely
That's what
would.
you put down for the special occasions. Yeah.
Special occasions, not every night, once in a while. Everybody's so extreme now. You can't do this. You can't do everything in moderation. My grandmother, God rest her soul, lived well into her 90s. Every night. Every night. A
My
couple
great
shots.
grandmother, like same things, very same thing. One day I asked the family, it's like, what do you think kept her life so long? And they brought up the fact that she had white wine. It was just white, but it was every morning, just a shot. It's just to like do a little internal cleanse per se.
Yeah. Alex, you got a grandma story?
No, but I have a friend that's pretty old. He looks like he's probably 70, but he's like 90 something. And his secret is he's an alcoholic. He drinks he drinks 6-pack a day. 6-pack a day. His skin is like kind of bloated. And he looks young.
You are too funny, man. Claudia's mom is 95. And I mean, she's sharp. She's got it up here still and everything else. Okay. And I can't keep up with her. Abuelitas know best. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, so Claude, you're here in San Diego?
I am here in San Diego. That's right. You're in San Diego too.
That's right. Yeah.
Are you going to come see me at the SDCIA or come to the Saturday workshop?
Yeah. I'd love to.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a member of SDCIA. I have been for ages, but I hardly go to their events.
Do you know Maximo? He's in Escondido.
We've met.
Yeah, we've met.
Oh, good.
We talked a bit, yeah.
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 Excellent.
That's cool, though. You're also in San Diego, Alex?
Yeah,
I didn't.
I'm in University City.
Okay, you're in down south.
Next to La Jolla.
Right.
That is such a nice area.
Oh, yeah, I love it here.
Oh God,
Perfect,
that's a
perfect
beautiful
weather.
area.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
go
weather.
to I go to the Whole Foods and Trader Joe's in University City.
Okay.
And wow, I don't think the traffic's improved over there, has it?
No.
You
So
by beach? Sorry, I had to interrupt. Ocean Cities or University Cities by Ocean Beach?
It's right next to La Jolla. It's
La Jolla.
Yeah.
Pacific Beach.
It's
That's what it is.
really nice.
Yeah.
And it's really busy.
They call it
And-
East La Jolla.
And it's off the 5, as I recall.
Yeah.
It's
Like
off the 5. And just if you couldn't get much busier in an area, in the middle, right there is the Mormon church, the giant Mormon church.
Yeah,
Right
it looks
there.
like a spaceship.
It looks like a spaceship. It's cool. It's a cool design, isn't it?
Yep.
It's really cool.
So what's the dates? What were the dates on those, Claude?
Tuesday oh shoot, put me on the spot, didn't you?
That's
Let me
10th?
look it up. I think it's 12th or 13th. Hold
April
on.
12th is
April 12th.
the first event, and the
first
Saturday
event, and the
following
16th.
Saturday.
And 16th will be my workshop. And you guys know my style. It'll be fun. It'll be lighthearted. It'll be educated. We will learn a lot there.
So do
I'm
we have to
all
sign up for
about.
the workshop?
Say again.
We have to sign up for the workshop, or
Yeah.
okay.
Unfortunately, I'd love to get you in for free, but it's not my club. I can't,
All right.
I can't do that because I have a lot of other people coming and stuff. But it's not expensive.
Okay.
I don't think it's how Max you signed up for it. Is the workshop sign? Can you sign up for the workshop already?
It's an evening meal,
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like $20-$30 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I come cheap
Cool.
and I give away a lot of stuff. But the thing is, the role plays. I want to do a workshop, just really practical sales and marketing.
Sounds good.
Did you ever go to a speaking event and the guy goes on and it's like, huh? What? Huh? And it's like, it puts you to sleep, man. I don't do that.
What I like about you actually have us role playing, and I think that's what people are looking for. and that's what we're getting.
It's the $1 million. If you practice and you're prepared and you get good and you understand the logic. I'm all about the logic, the psychology. If you just read some words to people without any passion or any meaning within them, you're going to get 99 and 9/10% rejection all day long. And I don't know, but we were talking about it earlier, Max. I can't do that day after day. I can't do that. I need positive feedback. I need to feel good about what I'm doing. And if I can feel good about myself and the conversations I'm having with people, don't you love a good conversation, a wedding, a funeral, the Walmart greeter, the Starbucks? Don't you love when you interact with a person, you make them laugh, or you have a fulfilling conversation? How does that make you feel?
It's memorable.
Yeah. You're in a bar at the airport right now, right?
Yes.
A beautiful 25-year-old woman comes up to you and says, "What are you drinking that looks so good?"
I mean, would you like to find out?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's delicious. Listen, I always want to make new friends. Let me buy you a drink. Don't worry. I'm a safe guy. Let me just buy you a drink and maybe we'll strike up a new friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll talk about tequila. It's so easy, but you have to be the instigator, the protagonist. You have to be the person who, for most people, starting a conversation is very hard. True or false?
Very, yeah. It's most people just keep to themselves. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you ever get in an elevator with a bunch of people and it's real quiet? How do you feel when it's really, you're going in an elevator, it's a business building and it's real quiet. Nobody's talking or anything. It's real quiet. How do you feel? I'm uncomfortable. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I in my building, it's the slowest elevator in the world. So you gotta start up a conversation.
How do you start it up? How do you do it?
Just talking about the elevator.
Is this the world's worst elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, if it's dead silence, I think human beings are social animals. It's in our DNA. It's in our survival. We're here through millions of years of evolution, not trying to offend anybody who doesn't believe that. But I think we're here because we're social animals. We know that if we hunt together, we have a chance of eating rather than me going by myself, starting a fire, protecting our families together. I think we're social animals for a reason. It's built into us. True. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, you couldn't be any more, further from the truth, as they say, or how does it say? Couldn't be more true. It's.
I think people love to talk with somebody who they're comfortable with, they feel safe with. They're not threatening. They're not trying a corny pickup line or something. Just somebody who's nice, who wants to talk, who makes you laugh. I use humor all the time. I'm in the Walmart. I'm in the Vaughn supermarket. I don't care. Or a post office. I always try to start a conversation with an open-ended question. Something silly, something fun. I might even compliment something. Oh, wow. I've never seen earrings that big. You ever see somebody with the hubcap earrings? What's with those people, by the way? Is there why would you do that to your ears? I'm sorry, I'm gonna get in trouble here, but
Because they can, or
I guess they can, but why would you want hubcaps in your ears? I mean, I'm saying hubcaps. They're, I'm back in San Diego. I've been in the woods in Colorado for a year. Okay. I'm being judgmental. My wife said I'm being judgmental. Yes, I am.
Todd's gonna see me with plugs one of these days.
You have holes in your ears, Max?
I don't. No.
I'm not talking holes in your ears. I'm not talking about a cute little decorative, nice earring, male or female. I'm talking about softballs in your ears. Okay.
It's about who they hang out with, their friends. They want to mimic their friends.
Really? I don't, why would you want, it seems to me you attract a lot of negative energy with certain things that you do.
Me?
Oh, no, not you. No.
That's what my wife tells me.
Nah, you're a good guy. And everything. I want to show, because the whole premise of today was I wanted to show my keynote. Here, I want to show this to you guys for a second. This is something I don't share this, so good for you guys for coming on, because you're going to get something special here. If I can find my where's my little keynote? Bear with me. I can't believe how quiet that restaurant is, Max.
I'm surprised myself because there's actually music playing in the background.
It's whatever you're using. What kind of, are you using a phone or an iPad, or what are you using?
I'm on an iPhone.
It's fantastic. It's dampening all the background noise. When you speak, all we hear is you. So
Yeah,
that
I
phone,
can't hear the music.
yeah, your phone is brilliant, man.
Awesome. That's good to hear. I wasn't aware.
Yeah. When I do, here's my, this is 144 slides. And when I do a speaking engagement, I have all these slides prepared. This is my newest slide. No slapping the speaker, even if he deserves it, right? How important in a presentation, how important is it to make people smile or laugh in the very beginning?
That's why you basically, you mentioned it before, you break the ice.
You break the ice. They say, hey, he's normal. He's a regular person. He's not a big shot or anything like that. I hate people who act like big shots. Oh, well, I've got my jet parked outside and my limousine with my show. I don't like big shots. I'm not a big shot. So can you find that commonality, that organic connection with people? And so these are my slides. I go into, I like cartoons. Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like cartoons with outlines. Some of the guts philosophy, excuse me, salute.
Salud. Orange chair.
Okay. I like putting up controversial topics. The salesman always comes first. This is the direct opposite. There's no other sales trainer in the world who says this, by the way. Why do I think, you've heard the expression, the customer comes first? Okay.
I mean, I almost think that you owe it to the customer to come first, because if you do, you're gonna be thinking like the best possible solution for this situation, right? If it's not something that you're gonna be drawn to, you might not give it your all. So at least to me, if this is something that's my interest, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna give it more.
I agree. Alex, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's totally the opposite of what is out there,
Yeah, you're right. Your Uncle Claude is I'm not a contrarian. I just, for some reason, I see things differently than other people. And a lot of times I ask the question, this doesn't make sense to me. So why am I the opposite here? Why do you think I'm right or wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. I can take it.
No, I think you're right.
Why?
Well, it's just we're taught to cater to people versus being catered to. And so if we just learn to think about making money first for ourselves and then helping other people, then you might at the end of the day make some money.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If you can take care of your family and your responsibilities and be a man, I'm sorry, I know that's a really horrific term to use today. I'm being sexist. I'm being horrible. I'm not being woke here, right? If you can be a man and earn a living by not hurting other people and giving good value, what the hell is wrong with that? Sean
Yeah.
Osby. Sean, I know you got to jump in on this, man.
Well, I'll just simply say this. I had somebody tell me once, he said, don't ever do anything unethical, immoral, or illegal. He
Or
said, because
fattening.
if you do that, your conscience won't bother you. You won't have a problem going to sleep. You won't have to worry about your reputation, and you won't have to worry about that knock on the door from the police.
Good
You
advice.
just do those three things.
You know what's amazing? You can in this country, I'm not going to wave the flag too much, but I love America and I'm not ashamed to say it. I think you can be an honest guy. You can give good value. You don't have to hurt anybody. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to steal. You don't have to break the law. And you can still take care of your responsibilities, your family, and put mac and cheese on the table. Can I have an amen from the choir?
Amen.
Thank you. I think you can do it in this country. Okay. Nobody's trying to get out of here. Everybody wants to come in, right? Nobody's leaving to go to Ukraine right now.
No. There's lines of people trying to get in.
Why? Ask yourself the big why.
Free money.
Okay, you're a little bit of okay. You've been watching a lot of Fox TV lately. Okay, I can tell. I watch it too. But why do people want to come here? Really, most people.
The lack of
That's-
opportunity.
I would say that mostly, despite the fact of our politicians and our corrupt mainstream media, that people understand that there's a culture of opportunity. And what you were saying earlier is that you can rise as high as you're willing to build to. You know, people come to this country with nothing, like your dad couldn't speak the language and he built a life. And people don't understand you can't really do that in every country. It's not that easy. There's a lot of barriers that are put up in place to keep people in place intentionally.
Yes. Well said. Thank you. Very well said. Oh no, we lost Max. He's been on for 53 minutes in a restaurant in the middle of Mexico with the best Wi-Fi I've ever seen. And he came on the screen. He had a little shot of tequila. He's waiting for his dad to pick him up at the airport and everything. And I just happen to have a little tequila at the side here also. And it was so funny. And there was no noise from the restaurants that came through that phone. But everything you guys said, Alex and Sean, I agree with you. I think we have to be practical in our life. I get a lot of people who call me up, Claude, I want to help people. I want to do things, good things. I want to make the world a better place. I have no argument with that. But I don't believe, and I believe there's a practical application that's necessary. You got to take care of your own nest first, your own life first. And then once you take care of it, I think you can help as many people as you want because you have that flexibility, that liquidity and everything like that. I mean, you're not a burden on society or your family or anything else. So the salesman I could do a seminar just on the salesman always comes first. And that actually upsets a lot of people. And this is my guts philosophy. We'll do this on another, but this is my keynote that I use. Let me show you guys some of the slides. I really believe that I always give away something for free to the audience. I never sell anything. I give away a lot of things for free. I try to be when I speak in front of a small group, 2 nuns and a Boy Scout or 1,000 people, I never sell anything or run to the back of the room. I don't do that schlocky guru stuff. I want to give away something for free because I think a lot of people have never heard or seen me before, and I'm trying to instill a value in them. So if they hear me and they say, yeah, I like what this guy says. Oh, here's a free book, a free mind map, a free PowerPoint presentation. I give things away for free. Do you guys see my logic in that? When I say
It,
guys,
it differentiates you from everyone else.
yeah. Yeah. Nobody woke up this morning and said, gee, let me call up Alex or Sean and give them a shitload of money. But they did say, I have a problem. I have a need. I want a solution here. I'm looking for something, an answer. I think we're all looking for solutions and answers. And when it comes down to it, back to the social animal aspect that I was talking about earlier, I think we want somebody who we can like and trust. And when we find that one person, and they don't have to be the brightest star in the sky, they don't have to have the biggest office, the most employees, the fanciest car or jet or anything. I think when it comes down to it, don't we just want a doctor, a barber, a restaurant, somebody or something that we like and trust when it comes down to it? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You know, especially when you're competing against other salespeople, they're gonna pick the one that they like and trust.
Yeah, but we're in a competitive world with people who spend a lot of money. We've been in business since Columbus sailed. We have 50 employees. We have offices all over the U.S. We spend $1 million a year on advertising. I'm back in San Diego, and there's this really bad commercial. Claudia, we saw it last night. That real estate commercial. There's a guy who should be, it's his own company, and he shouldn't be on TV because he's not the best in the world to look at or anything like that. But he's saying, well, call me about your properties and deals. I'm in San Diego. I'm ready to do real estate and everything.
Yeah.
How do you compete? Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
Was it sdhomes.com?
What? Say it again.
sdhomes.com. He's kind of chubby.
Yeah.
Full beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met that guy.
Okay. What did you think? Nobody's.
Well,
there's only 10,000 people.
He's making money.
Right
At least he's out there. You know, is whatever he looks like. He's in front of people.
You're right. He's there. He's advertised. But what I'm talking about is, and maybe I threw that wrong. That was my bad. It's not so much about. It's about the money he's spending and the effort and time. That's a lot of money to go on TV and stuff like that. And you get that same person who just saw him on TV, is getting stuff in the mail. Okay. And then you get on the phone with that person. How do you compete with all that?
Mm.
Max, welcome back. How do you compete with that, Alex?
Well, you have to just be more likable. And
I like that answer.
And not so corny that you have to have a commercial.
I believe you guys can disagree with me. Jessica, I love your take on this. I believe that when a person feels a kinship, a connection to a person on the phone, that they totally forget about all your competition that's spending tons of money and employees and fancy commercials and jets and Grant Cardone cars and all. I think when they make that connection with one person they like and trust, everything else is forgotten. True or false? What do you guys think about that?
I think that's true. Why keep looking if you found something that's gonna solve your problems?
Yeah.
I agree.
Save time, energy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Will you go to a different barber because somebody is cheaper than your regular barber or dentist or accountant, or you go to a great little family-run Italian restaurant somewhere nearby? You know it's good food, it's clean, they're nice people, they always greet you at the door, but a new place opens up down the street for a lot less money. Are you going to stop going to that little family-run restaurant?
No.
Why?
You might try the new one just once.
Committed to that loyalty.
Yeah.
Loyalty. I love loyalty. But it's got to be more than loyalty, right? It's got to be value. Is it always about the price, the cheaper price, or the louder, bigger person who does more advertising? You know, you can't even get a shopping cart today without advertising on it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. In Colorado, or we go to a local Safeway, advertising on every shopping cart. I haven't seen that in Costco yet or anything like that.
No.
They're not
You go to
doing that.
Vons. Vons has that.
Does Vons do that?
Hmm.
Every shopping cart in Colorado has a cannabis store.
Wow. Yeah.
It's amazing. Let me show you guys a few more slides here. This is a great beer with Claude. Thanks so much for you guys joining me today. Okay. Jessica, I just wanted to show you my one slide before I move on.
I love this one. Did you make this one yourself?
Yes. No
Yeah.
slapping the speaker.
Oh goodness.
Only even
that's
if he
funny.
deserves it.
Yeah.
This is we need 3 things to succeed in sales. These are mind maps again. Max, you love my mind maps. This is one of my favorite ones. All the rules of the gut sales method. This is in my book, the gut sales method rules. And I put a single slide here, and I put in the mind map that I do with mind. I use MindNode, by the way. Okay. And then I have a few talking points here. Right here. And right here, this can give me 15, 20 minutes of talking to an audience. You want to, can I share something with you? Let me have another sip of tequila before I share the next thing I'm going to say here. Because yeah, you might have to, dear.
And some more sodium pentothal.
Water now.
To me, getting in front of an audience was the scary. I mean, I was so scared. It's public speaking to me. I don't know about you folks. Even in class, I used to sit in the back of the room. I never raised my hand and everything. And to get in front of 2 nuns and a Boy Scout, much less 1,000 people, 150 people, was about the hardest thing I've ever accomplished in my life. Do you know what made it easier? Claudia. Yes, she just came in the room.
I thought you were going to say tequila.
Tequila. Yes, tequila. Truth be told, tequila.
No, you know what? I told him he could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's my
I
coach.
used to have to speak in front of audiences and stuff. And I said to him, you can do it. There's no
Yes.
reason.
I know, it's so true.
What I said was, it's your stuff. You developed it. You know it.
Yeah, but
You can do it.
but getting in front of all those eyeballs looking at you, and
Yeah.
did I pull my zipper up? Oh man, what did I?
But the point was, though, it was all yours. It's not like he had to memorize somebody else's system or something. This was all what he did. You know, he developed it all.
Yeah, but there's an anxiety.
I know, and I know that too. But guess what? You did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Great. Yeah. See?
Thanks to Claudia and Tequila.
Claudia and tequila, you're on your way.
No, it was basically getting back to our premise.
do I dare take this downstairs, or should I leave it here?
No, you can take it. Thank you.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, show everybody. Tonight's tequila night, and my favorite cheap tequila is 100 años, 100 years.
Okay.
They call that liquid courage.
Max is drinking much better tequila. Max, what are you drinking? You're drinking much better tequila.
I'm just having some mezcal. I forget the name at the moment, but it's mezcal from out here.
Yeah, you forgot the name. Tequila will do that to you. You'll forget where you are.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing about it is using Keynote, which is an Apple system, or PowerPoint, Microsoft, and outlining your slides ahead of time before you speak before one person or 1,000 people will keep your thoughts organized so you stay calm, relaxed, and confident. That's the whole point of what I was trying to get today. And just putting your thoughts down on these little slides. And I have 144 here.
Wow.
So I have plenty of content. I even have I have videos in there. All my different things. more mind maps. More mind maps. I either use a mind map application, MindNote, or sometimes I just write things down on a piece of paper and then put them in a more formal application.
Yeah.
Here's like, why sell like a doctor? And here was all my notes that I developed, the whole doctor concept. A good doctor doesn't give presentations. Hi, we're having a special on knee surgery today. Lie down and give me your credit card. A doctor asks questions to be a diagnostician and find out what's wrong. And you don't mind these personal questions because you feel they're going to remove your pain. We're in the business of removing people's pain. So I wrote this little mind map here. This is my original mind map on that topic. Then I take other things. I try to make them funny. Are you a master of, can we be vulnerable with a prospect? Do we need to have all the answers?
No.
Really? I mean, most salespeople, I don't know. I haven't been in this long enough. I just got started. Should we know all the answers to all the questions?
We can't know all the answers, but I think it's good to be knowledgeable. But then if we don't know something, we shouldn't worry about that.
What do you think's the best answer, Jessica? When somebody asks you a question, even though you know the answer, a little psycho voodoo here.
Okay.
Somebody asks you a question, you know the answer really well. You're ready. It's like the kid in school. Ooh, I did my homework. And someone asks you a question and you use the gut system, and instead of answering the question, what do you think a good gut salesperson should do?
You ask the same question right back to them.
With a little bit of embellish, stroking, nurturing.
Yes.
See, okay. Jessica, why is the sky blue?
Claude, you're a knowledgeable guy.
I don't know this.
You're smart. You're knowledgeable. I think.
Not that smart. I don't know.
Why do you think the sky is blue, Claude?
Okay. Off the role play. First, give me a little stroke. Give me a little nerd. Great question. Oh my God. Claudia and I were just talking about the blue sky effect the other day. That's really funny you brought that up. Now, you must have asked that for a reason. You see the embellishment?
Okay. Yes. Oh, but I said you were smart, but I should say that's a great question. More refer to the question rather than you.
What a great question. We were just talking about. Now, you've obviously been spending. When you stroke and nurture somebody on their question, and you basically say, I don't know. That's a great. You must have asked that for. Why are you bringing that up, Jessica?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Why is that important to you today? What is that for? What does that force you to do?
I don't.
What does that force you to do? When you ask me a question, I say, I don't know, but it's a great question. You must have asked it for a reason. Alex, Max, Sean, what do you guys think?
But you have to give them the reason. So you're trying to find out what their pain is or their sales point.
Or what's going on in their head. Do you think sometimes people just ask questions to be conversational or to get a feel about you or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How much psychology, how much voodoo is in a conversation with a stranger? It's scary, isn't
it? I guess.
That's how well of a salesperson they are.
Yeah. So all those kind of slides, so you see, just on vulnerability, we just talked for 8-9 minutes about that. So these slides, if you have them ahead of time, you have all your talking points.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have about a week's worth of talk.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Can you create emotional triggers? And you can put in these, there's so much content out there. Let me go through these real fast. Pattern interrupts. Could we do a Saturday all-day seminar just on pattern interrupts?
Sure.
The psychological opener advantage, recognizing an unwanted pattern, disrupting it, and leading someone to the desired behavior. Tell me how powerful that is. the desired behavior. Do we want to, what happens to amateurs who don't use pattern interrupts? They get rejected all day long.
Yeah.
I'm doing my seminar right now and I shouldn't be. Here's another mind map. Sell like a doctor, questions like a doctor.
Yeah.
We are working on the wrong end of the problem in real estate. Is controversial. What do you think I mean by that? You guys are seeing some really inner sanctum slides here right now. This is not for public usage.
I mean, these, it seems like these are the points that one has to like dominate almost, you know, to master the gut system.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are like, this is what we, at least for me, these are the points that I'm trying to improve. I'm actively improving. And so that's how I feel. Yeah. Those are the problems that I'm personally solving.
I think all I have to do is have a good conversation with enough people every day, make an offer, gut style, get a commitment or get out, follow up, and move on to the next phone call, and keep my ego intact. How important is it for us to feel good about ourselves?
It's very important.
I mean, I've been in California 1 week and I'm really sounding like a Californian again. How important is it for us? Really? How important is it for us to feel good about ourselves?
I mean, you transmit that energy to the client. So if you're not feeling good, I mean, perhaps the client's not going to feel like they want to keep talking. You know, essentially, it's you having that authority. It's the way. At least how I feel. Yeah.
Authority is a whole nother animal. I think we're scared of authority in today's environment. What do you guys think? I love confidence in other people that I'm doing business with. I like a little authority, not a bully, but I like authority in my doctor. I go to a restaurant. Hey, what do you think I should have tonight? Mr. Diamond, oh, this is what everybody's having. This is the best dish from the chef in the back. It's fresh. It's delicious. I want you to have this dish.
Yeah.
You know, boom. Don't you love authority when it's used the right way?
Yes.
To me, it implies trust. I mean, someone that has.
Say that again. Say that again, Max. That was $1 million word, man.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it implies trust. If someone has skills, has done their dues, has the experience that I'm looking to acquire, essentially.
Yeah.
Hence, Claude.
It's like Alex, guidance. It's guidance as well.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Alex, Sean, what do you think about authority? You think we lost it in society? We want everybody to be touchy-feely, agree with everything we say, never be controversial. Do you think there's room for an authoritative salesperson?
Yeah, but I think there's also another problem is that, especially with the rise in the internet in the last few years, everybody's an expert in everything.
Yeah.
And you know, people can go online and build up a history and a backstory that's not really true, and it's like, who's really knows what they're talking about? So that kind of goes back to the authenticity thing. I mean, being able to convince people that you're the real deal, because there's so many people out there who will tell you something that's not necessarily so, and it's hard to determine.
What's the best license plate in this entire country?
Missouri.
Why?
Because it says show me.
Show me. Don't tell me. Don't brag. Show me. And when you call people out on that, oh, this is a toxic environment. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave. Oh boy, I better stop drinking. Show me. Telling me is one thing. Can you show me? Can you prove it to me? I love when prospects come to me, Sean, and they say, okay, you said you can do this, this, and this. How do I know I can believe you? How do I know I can trust you? I love that. And I think most people would see that as, well, raise the drawbridge. I better get defensive and everything. I love that. Why? Show me. telling me is one. Yeah, Leo, thanks for joining.
Of course.
What do you think about that? What we just said? You think is it okay to be aggressive and assertive in business? Put you on the spot, buddy. Here, have a shot of tequila. It'll help. Here you go. Glug, glug. I think people want someone. I think confidence is the biggest turn on, the biggest persuasive talent you can have in business and in life. Not bragging, not overpowering or intimidating, but I think people like someone who's assertive and confident. Argue with me. Tell me I'm wrong. I can take it.
Yeah, I know it's true. I know that when I was selling a few houses a year, I didn't even have to brag about it. I just walked in and people could feel the confidence.
What is it about confidence? Don't you love someone who says, "Sir, Mr. Goulian, okay, can I tell you something without you getting mad at me, sir?"
Sure.
You're wrong. You're making a tragic mistake here. It's going to cost you money. You're going to come back to me in 6 months and say, "Claude, you were right." Can we just prevent that right now? Can I just share with you my experience and what you need to buy my product, my service, because boop, 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 boop. And then you make it emotional and tell your story and everything. I like people who talk like that and back it up with the Missouri license plate. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of person. Today, most people, when I get in an argument or a discussion with somebody, it's more emotional and non-factual. I like facts. Are facts a bad thing today?
No.
Do you think being assertive in business can be a tipping point, can be something can be utilized for closing, or you could lose the sale? Sales is dangerous. Business is dangerous, isn't it? Anybody watching that Uber show on Apple TV about the guy who not Uber, WeWork? Anybody watching that? It's good stuff. It's this one guy, and he found a Japanese investor who's going to give him 4.4 billion with a B dollars. And basically he says, well, he's selling him. He says, "Well, you believe in my company and what we can make." He says, "No, I believe in you because you're crazy." Are you guys watching any of this stuff? It's so good.
I'll take a look at it.
It's on Apple TV. It's about the WeWork company. They set up these little offices. I've talked about them in the past on our Monday training and everything. But it's this guy. What a I mean, it imploded on him eventually. You can be a little too crazy.
And it seems from the like just a few interviews I've seen that he has that confidence we're talking about, right? He just in himself so much that others were able to.
Let me ask you something, Leo. Or was that Max? I'm sorry.
Max.
Who was that?
Max.
Max.
That was me.
Even though he's full of shit, the company's not making money. He's losing millions of dollars a day. Yet he's such a great salesperson. He gets these companies and individual investors to give him millions of dollars. What's the lesson to be learned from that?
I feel that
if you're really convinced, you can convince other people.
Yeah. If you've got passion and you understand empathy is the word I don't use enough in the gut sales method. I should use it a lot more. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And if I can use the right words at the right time and touch their soul, they don't even need facts. It's just belief. Isn't it amazing? What does Anthony Robbins do with those hot coals? What's that all about? Anybody here do a hot coal walking? I won't.
My wife did.
Okay, tell me about it. How did she feel after doing it?
He convinced her to do it, and even though it might seem crazy,
How did she feel though?
that she felt she could pretty much sell anything.
Yeah. He got her to spend money. Hey, I want you to give me thousands of dollars and then walk barefoot on these hot coals that'll burn your feet. Man, that's such a great salesman. Think about it. Okay. Think about it. But really, without being, I'm not trying to be sarcastic here, but your wife felt better, didn't she?
Yep. No, she came home really empowered.
Empowered. And her energy levels were higher. She felt she could do anything now because she accomplished that challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got your Uncle Claude here. You're what's the word I'm looking for? The guy who's not being very positive right now and saying walking on hot coals, and she did it. Something that a lot of people would not do, and she did it anyway.
Yeah.
And she accomplished something, and that might be a stepping stone or a catalyst to doing other great things, like talking to strangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people, it's the one question. What do you think is the one question I ask people every day, multiple times? How many people did you speak to today? What do you think the answer is? I've been mentoring and coaching and consulting for 32 years. What do you think most of the answers are when I ask people, how many prospects, how many people did you speak to today?
2.
None.
0.
Yeah. They get out and my boohoo tissues. Oh, Claude couldn't do it today. We had to go a root canal. I had to pick up the kids. The dog had to go to the vet and everything like that. I don't think asking someone to talk to one person a day is monumental, but most people will not do it. Why?
It's scary.
It's scary as hell.
Fear of failure.
Oh, very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of someone not liking you. How does that feel when you talk to somebody and they don't like you? They reject you.
Hey, Claude, could I ask you a question?
Sure. Turn on your video. Show us that handsome face.
I look like shit.
It's okay. We're in a, this is Beer with Claude. We're inebriated enough where it won't matter.
I just want to say,
my camera's being... Oh, what?
I just want to say, I do have to get going, but it was great always chatting with you guys.
Oh, so good to see you, my friend. Max is in Mexico. He's celebrating with his parents their new home that your father built. You said
Correct. Yeah.
That's it. That's so wonderful. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for joining us. You're great. You're great, man.
Good to see y'all. Be well.
Take care. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Leo.
Okay, I have a question. Now, I don't mind talking to people. It's pretty easy for me. But the thing I run into is I feel like well, what point do you go, this guy is not a prospect, click, done? Like they can't do anything for me, move on.
You
Is that
qualify him. Hey, Leo, what do you need from me for us to do a deal today? Why are we talking today, my friend? What do you need from me in order for us to move forward today? Or say no. That's okay too.
Oh, I don't.
When's the last time, off the role play? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
When's the last time you ever heard someone say that opening statement just like that?
Never the first thing they say to me.
Please fire me. What do you need from me? How do we do business today? We hear all this transparency bullshit today.
Mm-hmm.
But is anybody really transparent?
No, not really.
Why not? What's wrong with being unbelievably honest with people? hey, yeah, I'm trying to make an honest living, take care of my family and responsibilities, but I can only do that by giving you good value. Is that okay if we have a conversation, if I ask you questions, and if we make a decision today to do business or not?
Okay, I love it. How do you get to that stage when it's a cold call and you reach out to them? Because obviously that to me sounds like when they reach out to you and that's the first time you talk to them, or there's something existing and you want to get to it. From a cold call, how do you get to that point? Can I ask you?
Can I ask you, hey, Leo, I'm glad you called
Yeah.
me. Thank you. Can I ask you an important question?
Sure.
Why are we talking today?
I don't know. You called me.
Oh, I thought you called me. Okay. You know what? I did call you. I have your name and number here. Is there a problem with your property, buying, selling, investing? What's the real issue? What's the issue here? What would you like to see happen today? What would be Disneyland for you today?
I mean, trying to get rid of this property. It'd be nice to get it sold.
I'd like to solve that problem. I'd like to make you an offer today. Is that okay?
Sure.
Can I ask you a few questions first? I want to learn more about you and the property. And then you ask me a few questions. This will be real fast. And if we can do business, great. And if not, would you fire me real quick?
Sure.
You're a great guy. Thank you. Boom. Stroking, nurturing, asking questions, setting the agenda up front with a pattern interrupt.
Yeah.
I just gave you $1 million here just now.
Yeah. I like that.
Right up front. Hi, how are you today? Just reaching out. Can I have a minute of your time? You're not too busy, are you? Oh, how about those Padres? Skip the bullshit and get right to it.
I will say, like in the role play, for a second, it felt a little scary.
Good.
Honestly.
Is that a normal? Is that a normal feeling for the prospect?
Yeah, for sure. Because it was like, oh, it almost felt like a roller coaster. Like, all right, we're getting right to what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Best analogy I can give. You go on a date with a girl. You remember those days, Leo?
Yeah, for sure.
You go out with this nice girl. You have a nice dinner or a movie or bowling or whatever. You have a lot of laughs. She thinks you're a nice guy, a funny guy. And you take her to the doorstep and she closes her eyes and tilts her head. What are you going to do, Leo?
You got to go in for it.
You're going to, aren't you going to think about it?
I mean, maybe for a split second.
Are you going to say, listen, I got to talk to I'm going to talk to my wife. No, don't say that. Yeah, thank God my wife is yelling at me already. I'm a hopeless romantic. You're going to say, you know what? Let me, I got to do more research. I got to do my due diligence. Let me talk to my cat. I'll come back in a week or so.
Okay, question.
Or do you go for it?
No, you got to go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Sales is dangerous. You got to go for it.
I have a question.
Just go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
You get slapped, maybe, but that's it.
You get slapped. Okay. Chris Rock got slapped. He's alive.
Okay, Claude, question then.
Can I hold your question? Please don't forget it. But how much do we love Chris Rock right now?
For sure. 100%.
What a stand-up guy. He didn't call the police or anything like that. He didn't make a big deal. He didn't make a big deal about it. How much do I respect it? I mean, I've always liked, I'm a Chris Rock fan.
I will say this, Chris Rock is a better man than me.
Amen, brother.
Because I've watched the video over and over and I've thought about it and I said, I would like to say that I would have taken the high road, but I probably wouldn't have tackled him, but I might have had a few I said, hey, I'm up here to do comedy. I might have a few comments for him because there's quite a few things that would be real easy to say.
There's such a lesson to be learned from Chris Rock here. We always talk about emotions. Did Chris Rock react emotionally or sensibly?
Sensibly.
Sensibly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll be honest. First thing I said to Claudia is, "Hey, I would have called the stage manager, call the police, arrest this guy. He just came up and hit me. This is wrong." I would have been very emotional. I'm on TV and everything. He didn't do that.
Mhm.
How cool was Chris?
Yeah, real dude.
You know what's interesting? It's even better than that, because if you go, a lot of people have the video up. If you watch it very carefully, you can see he was about to react emotionally, and he said, "I could," and then he stopped himself and he caught himself.
Mm-hmm.
And his professionalism and his maturity came through. That's why I say he's a better man than me. Honest to God, if you watch that video, he was about to slip and he caught it. So I was really impressed with him.
Chris, he comes from a good family, a hardworking. If you know anything about Chris Rock, he's got he comes from a really hardworking, scrapping family, okay, and everything. And his values came through that. He pulled himself back, like you said, Sean. He didn't react emotionally. And here we are, a couple days later, and who's the better man, as you said?
Yeah, Chris Rock for sure.
Yeah. And whose career is really in trouble right now.
As a matter of fact, I think I saw a headline that Netflix just dropped him either today or yesterday, because he had some kind of development deal with Netflix, and I guess they dropped him.
Good. I'm glad, because what he did was wrong. It's not right to hit people. It's wrong. And so there's a real yin and yang lesson to be learned from this. I'm sorry I deviated, Leo. Let me give it back to you, and we'll wind up this whole thing today. Leo, you still remember your question after that
yes.
soliloquy?
Yeah,
there?
I do. Okay, real fast then, since we're being very transparent and real, you got to say there's 10% of you that goes, I wonder if someone was talking about my wife like that, if I would have to. Obviously, you never want to hit anyone, but sometimes there's a point where you kind of have to defend her that way. He did it wrong, but I think it's so polarizing, because sometimes
was she in physical danger?
No, of course not. I'm just saying.
I think joke really, between us guys here? Jessica left the room, and my wife is listening. Between all of us here, did what he say, was it that horrendous?
No,
was it that he made a G.I. Joe Jane joke? I mean, was it that demeaning?
Not at all. Not at all.
Here's the thing. If he had wanted to say something harsh, there was plenty of material. He could have said something really hard about them. But that joke, and as a matter of fact, I don't even think that's the joke he was supposed to use. I think that was ad lib, because he wasn't reading off the teleprompter, because they actually rehearse all of those things.
He made fun of her short haircut. Big deal.
Yeah. No, obviously
is that worth, with all the things in the all the things in the world, all the things in life and everything, somebody makes fun of your hair. Is that worth hitting another human being for?
No, never.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's so much, these little moments in life. I study them. I'm always, I don't know about you guys, when I go out shopping with my wife, and so I study people. I try to listen on conversations. I try to study things. I love going to the airport and just watching people. Do you guys watch people and study them? Or is that just me being weird?
You.
That's me. You're right. It's like I love watching these things and seeing how people react and what they do and how they do it, and then apply it to my business, to communication and sales and stuff. You understand how empathy, once again, how people think, act, and feel. Mm-hmm. You become, I think you become a better human, a more sensitive human. I think you become a better business person.
Yeah.
I'll get off can I have an amen from the audience, please?
Amen, brother.
Amen.
This is the fast question then. What, and maybe it's a not really answerable, but this can jog your mind and tell us something. The girl who closes her eyes and tilts her head, every guy knows to go in for it. That's the sign. In sales, is there something a customer can do or say that is them closing their eyes and tilting their head?
You know that answer.
I don't know.
Do you have, Leo? You don't have financing, do you?
Oh, yes, we do.
What am I off the role play?
Yeah.
Why did I just ask you that?
I guess you're thinking about doing it.
But I have a problem.
Oh, you don't have the money.
Yeah. The money's an issue, but I want what you're selling. My wife's going to kill me on this next one. We have to become better listeners. She's laughing so much down there. If we listen to the words they use and how they use them, aren't they telling us exactly how to close them? Aren't they giving it to us on a silver platter? We just have to listen or ask the right questions, and they'll give it to us. There's so much. I go to a lot of people. Leo, why are you selling that beautiful home on Main Street, man? You're living in there, right, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
How long you and your family been in there?
5 years.
5 years. And have you been, I don't know about you, but in my house, when the kids are growing up, every 6 months, we mark on the wall with a pencil to show how they're growing. And you don't do that with your 5 kids, do you?
Oh, we never did that, but we do have pictures next to this grapevine that grows.
Oh, there's so many memories in that house. You don't really want to sell it, do you?
I don't want to, but I have to.
What do you mean have to?
Well, I have a little business and I might be getting into trouble with it, and I really could use all the cash. I have a smaller place that my dad might give to me.
Oh, what a good family you have that supports you like that. What a wonderful father you have. That's so, I believe in family. That's so wonderful. So do you want to get out of this house before the end of April?
Yes, I would like to.
Suppose I could make you an offer and we could solve that problem today. How would you feel about that?
I would love that.
Are you the decision maker in this process, or do you have a system or other people you're accountable to?
I would just need to check with my wife.
You're a good man. I was check. Honey, is it okay to sell Leo and solve this problem and get him out of this financial distress? Sure. My wife just said yes. So I always do this. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun in sales, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being around. So, Leo, can I ask you a few, then I go into the gut sales system.
Which is agenda.
I set up the agenda. Okay. Leo, can I ask you a few, 2-3 questions? I just need a better idea of how to solve this problem with you. Is that okay with you, buddy?
Sure.
Oh, you're a gentleman. Thank you. And then you ask me a few questions because I'm sure you have many. And then we'll decide really quickly whether we should move forward or we're done. Is that fair?
Yes.
No, I love doing business with you. Thank you. Stroking, nurturing, empathy, asking questions, setting it up in the agenda, then going to qualification. Maybe he doesn't have the money. Maybe he doesn't own the house. Maybe the time frame is wrong. Maybe he's not motivated enough. Maybe he doesn't have the character to make a commitment. You got to find these things out in the second step through questions.
What do you do if he doesn't have the character to make a commitment? Just move on? Because you can't change him, I guess.
You know what, sir? I got a feeling, sir, first you said yes, then you said no, and I'm a little confused here. Can you understand how I feel?
Yeah, I can see your point.
Yeah. So I don't know whether I'm a little concerned here. You keep changing your mind and move. I feel like I'm running with the football and you're moving the goalposts. Do you know why do I feel that way, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just kind of have to check in with someone, and I'm unsure if you're the best deal.
I appreciate that. I'm the deal that can get the job done. I might not be the best deal, but do you want the best deal that'll flake out on you in 30, 60, 90 days? Or do you want to get the deal done?
I want to get it done.
So do I. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to send you a video with a contract or a letter of intent. And you and I are going to speak tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And would you do me a personal favor? Can I ask a very small favor?
Sure.
Would you please fire me tomorrow if this is not comfortable for you and the family?
You mean like tell you no?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Thank you. Boom. Talk to you tomorrow at 10. Boom. this is the way I sell. Forget about the personality and the jokes and everything. There's so much psychology in persuasion. It's the $1 million skill. Alex, you're too quiet here, man. I know you're dying to jump in.
Well, that sounded pretty good to me.
This is spontaneous selling, isn't it?
Yeah.
How important is it to be so the greatest compliment I ever received? Sean Osby knows what it is. Tell him, Sean. Best compliment I ever received.
Your daughter told you that you were comfortable in your own skin.
This guy knows my shit. I'm telling you. I knew Sean would know that. Sean is amazing. He's one of my smartest. He is my smartest client. And the thing about it is, can you just be so relaxed, so confident, so comfortable, emanate that trust to people? You become a dangerous dude. Did we learn so? We went way too long today. This is supposed to be a short beer with Claude. Oh, dinner's not ready. Eggplant parmesan tonight, with a nice bottle of red wine. Not a bad dinner, huh? What are you guys having for dinner? Change the subject. They already ate? Did everybody eat already?
I have to go get dinner.
What are you gonna have?
I think we're doing carne asada tacos.
Carne asada tacos. I like that.
Yeah.
Homemade or out of the microwave here?
Not homemade.
All right.
Yeah, going to the store and bite the meat right now.
Leo, what's for dinner, man?
I'm gonna go get some soup.
What kind of? I like soup for dinner. What kind of soup?
I'm gonna keep it light. I'll just get some tomato bisque.
Tomato. Okay. With a toasted grilled cheese sandwich on the side, right?
You know it.
Oh yeah. Is that the best comfort food in the world? Tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. Is that good?
Yeah.
I hate tomato soup.
I
no
love
offense.
tomato
Ugh.
soup. Oh,
None for
God.
you.
Sean Osby loves tomato soup.
Sean, you can't keep giving Claude accolades because I have to live with them. So just think about that.
Okay.
I will keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Sean, what's for dinner, buddy?
Actually, today I had a really big salad.
Nice.
There's nothing. I have a salad every
You
night.
didn't finish your salad.
No,
though.
not yet.
You better finish
I gotta
it.
talk to the guys.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Sean, I want to see you live.
yeah, Sean's hiding lately.
Come on, be live.
He's got the cat going across the keyboard.
Get
and-
rid of turn that off.
Two
and get
cats.
the video going,
This,
buddy.
this is a high school prom picture there.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Oh, Sean.
And Leo's hiding too because he didn't put on his makeup.
Oh, Leo, come on. Alex, good to see you.
You too, Roger.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna wind it up here.
Well, you got time still. You got another 15 minutes as far as dinner's concerned.
No, I really
but-
wanted to go.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I gotta
Don't
go.
lie.
Don't help him. Claude, you rule. Thanks, dude.
Oh, thank you guys. This was fun, man. Good beer with Claude.
Hey,
Yeah.
When's the next live one? I want to attend. When's the next thing you're doing?
Well, for my clients, we have Monday morning, 9:00 Pacific time, 12:00 Eastern time. That's for my clients only. We do a group training every Monday. We had a good one this Monday, right? Did anyone attend? I have a lot of clients, and we really had a good one. Sell like a doctor, I think, was the topic, if I recall correctly.
And what about for non-clients? Same time next week, or what do you?
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
a good question. I don't know.
Oh, you'll put it on Facebook, right?
Well, maybe snippets on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. Little bitty snippets on that. You wouldn't want to get the full Monty, would you?
Don't you work me, Claude.
What do you mean work you?
No,
Me?
I'm
What?
All right. You have a good night.
You rule, dude. Enjoy your dinner. Love you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. You guys are great. Thanks for joining me.